Hello, welcome back to Jestina's kitchen. I once again welcome you back to my channel. Today I'm going to bring you lasagna, and it tastes so good, fast, quick and enjoyable. So stay tuned and let's get started. And for my lasagna, I'm going to use this pasta. It's a round one, and inside the pasta, in the middle, I'm going to stuff in the mince meat sauce. Mince meat. I'm going to use 1 kilo, 1000 grams. We're going to use crushed tomato paste, 2 onions, 6 garlic cloves. And for my seasoning, I'm going to use black pepper, all-purpose seasoning, salt, I have paprika powder, oregano, like chili flakes.
Without wasting any time, so let's begin with the cooking of the lasagna.
And for my bechamel sauce, we're going to use milk, cheese, flour and butter. Show you how I'm going to make this delicious, appetizing, presentable meal. It can be served like for lunch, it can be served for dinner, and it's not going to be too much of oil and it's not going to be too much of cheese or fat in it. So stay tuned and let me show you how I'm going to make this delectable, tasty lasagna. First of all, I'm going to put just a half tablespoon of butter, just half tablespoon. That will be enough. So to make the job easy, I've already chopped my onions, my fresh garlic, and have like little bit of tomatoes that were very ripe in the fridge, so I'm just using them instead of throwing them away. Good in it. The butter is a little bit hot. I'm going to add in the onions. We are not going to caramelize the onions, but we're going to dilute them. I'm going to add in bay leaves too. I forgot to add it in my ingredients. Let me show you how it looks. I'll now start by adding the seasonings together. I've mixed all the seasonings together, but not the salt, not the oregano. That I will do later on. I'm going to use 2 tablespoons of tomato paste. Now add in the mince meat. So look at that. The meat is rendering its juice. As you can see, there is no oil in it, just a half tablespoon of butter that I've added in. Now I'm going to add in my bay leaf and then add in my crushed tomatoes and add in 2 bay leaves. Wow, it smells so good. And it's not yet done. We don't have to cook it too much because we're going to put it in the oven later on. So I'm going to add in my tomatoes, chopped tomatoes. Open a crushed tomato and then add it in. Wow, this is gonna be yummy, yummy. This meal is my kids' favorite. They are crazy with lasagna. And the bay leaf is going to bring out that beautiful aroma and flavor. Now I'm going to add in my tomato paste. properly. And it's now time to add in the seasoning, in everything that I added together. And then stir properly until everything is incorporated. And then later on you can taste the meat sauce. If it's not enough, then you can add in salt or whatever seasoning you wish to add in. Taste. It tastes so good. I don't need to add in anything more. It's just the oregano. I'm going to use like 2 teaspoons. Oregano, I'm telling you, is going to give it a beautiful flavor. The fresh one is even better, but I forgot to buy the fresh one, so I'm using the dry one. It doesn't matter. And before doing that, I'm going to add in 50 milliliters of water just to loosen the sauce, because the lasagna sheets do need to be cooked properly. And then last but not the least, I add in my oregano. Wow, 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 wow. This is a must try. And there is one more seasoning that I always like to add in my lasagna, which is seasoning from Ethiopia. It's one of my friends that I've got it from. And since I got it from her, I normally buy it from the grocery shop. It tastes so good. So I'm going to add in just 1 teaspoon.
It's called berber.
Add it in. She said berber is the one you add into your cooking, and mermet is the one you just sprinkle in when you're eating, so it tastes spicy. So it's optional. If you want to add it in, it's up to you, but you don't need to. I like to add it in my lasagna because it gives it a very nice flavor. Let me show you. It's now done. As you can see, I'm going to put it aside, and then I'll show you how I'm going to make the bechamel sauce, and then straight into the oven. Bechamel sauce. I'm now melting my 50 grams of butter until it's melted, and then I bring it from the heat, and then add in 2 tablespoons of flour and stir properly until everything is incorporated. And this is how it looks. We're now going to add in milk, 250 milliliters of milk. 1. Because I'm cooking a light quantity, that's why I'm using like 250 milliliters. So that will be fine. And then I now bring it back to the heat and start stirring until it gets thick. Here I have my Permizon cheese. I'm going to add it in. It's optional. And then last we're going to add in our seasonings to give the bechamel sauce a nice flavor. So look at that. This is how I want the consistency to be. I don't want it to be very thick. So as I have said, if you don't want to add in cheese, you don't need to. We're now going to add in our seasonings. Add just a pinch of salt because the mince meat have already salt. A pinch of aromat, pinch of garlic powder, and white pepper is going to give it that tangible nutty taste. Add in a persil, rounded persil. Wow, and now we give it a stir. Stir it, stir it, stir it, stir it. Wow. Our bechamel sauce is now done, so now we're going to the last stage of the lasagna. By the time we're stuffing the lasagna rolls, I'm going to preheat the oven to 175 degrees. I'm going to start with the bechamel sauce on the bottom of the bowl, okay, like this. This is our pasta rolls. This is the first time actually I'm trying this one. I've never done it, but I think it will work fine. This packet is for like 4 portions. It's 250 grams, so I'm going to do 500 grams for 8 portions. It looks like this. I'm going to use a teaspoon like this. It's not going to be easy, but wow, it worked. Look at that. And now I place it in, and this is how I'm going to continue until I do the whole lot, the first layer like this. I've done the first layer now, so I'm going to add in some bechamel sauce on top like this. That's the second layer. Now add in bechamel sauce on top again. If you want, you can add in cheese in between, but I don't want to because I like cheese and I don't want so much of cheese because I'm going to sprinkle cheese later on. So this is the last topping of bechamel. So I'm now going to cover it with foil paper and then we put it in. We put it inside in the middle rack for 30 minutes.
I'm almost done with the second batch.
Cover it with foil and into the oven. Look, it starts bubbling now. I'm going to add cheese on top, and this time we are not going to cover it with the foil. We're going to leave it to get brown. I'm going to put them back inside.
I now put them back inside for 45 to 50 minutes.
Hey guys, our lasagna is now done. Look how beautiful it looks. Yes, golden brown. Wow, 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 wow. This is gonna be tasty. So it's now time to serve our wow, 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 wow. I have 3 different types of lettuce here. I have Rocco salad, iceberg salad, and Roman salad. Cucumber, you can put a little bit on top of the lettuce. Like this. Garlic dressing just on top, a sprinkle of dressing if you want to. So this is all what I have for you today in Jestina's kitchen. I hope you enjoy what I'm doing. Don't forget to give me thumbs up, subscribe, like and share, and hope to see you next week in another edition. So take care of yourselves. Bye. I love you all and stay blessed.